Hi, this is Michael Barnard at the 2012 NAB Show here in Las Vegas. It's part of the National Association of Broadcasters convention that happens here. It fills the entire Las Vegas Convention Center. There will be about 100,000 people coming here to look at about 2,000 vendors. Of this entire group, about 10,000 consider themselves to be filmmakers. So we're going to take a look at a few of the items that might be of interest to filmmakers. And maybe we can find Canon. I'm at Canon. We're talking about the new 4K digital cinema camera with Chuck.
Hi, I'm Chuck Westfall from Canon USA, and here we are at NAB 2012 talking about the EOS 500, which is our new flagship 4K digital cinema camera. Now, this is the big brother of the C300 that we introduced last November and started shipping in January. Both of these cameras share the basic same body, the same sensor, and the same processor. But whereas the C300 is a full HD only, this is now up to 4K. It also supports Quad HD, 2K, and Full HD. On the 4K side, we're using two 3G SDI ports, and that allows us to output raw video 10-bit up to 60 frames per second. We also have on the 2K side and the Full HD ability to go essentially raw video up to 120 frames per second. So there's really some fantastic capability in terms of the frame rate and the bit depth. Now, when you come out of the 3G SDIs, then you're going to be going into an external recorder. We're working with about a half a dozen independent companies to have compatibility with their recording devices by the time this camera hits the market, which is scheduled for the end of the year. We're looking at a roughly $30,000 price point of the C500. It's available in both an EF mount as well as a PL mount, so depending on what kind of lenses you're going to use, you can fit a variety of different optics on here. And there's also one other feature that I want to mention. That is that in the camera, there's actually twin CF card slots. Now, that's not going to record 4K, but what it will do is to record a proxy file at Full HD, so that if you have need to be able to see your footage right away and you don't have time to process the RAW, you'll still be able to start up an offline edit and use the proxy file as a substitute for the time being.
All right. I'm with Christopher of Pivot. Pivot Head has a really cool pair of sunglasses.
So this is Pivot Head. It's basically a professional grade, true point of view video recording eyewear. So these look like normal sunglasses, but I've actually got a camera right here. It's an 8 megapixel camera. I can shoot high definition straight from my face, 1080p at 30 frames per second, or 720p at 60 frames per second. So right here's the power button. We turn it on, wait for the blue light, that's on standby. Now to start recording, it's very easy. You just rock the pivot switch forward and start recording, hit it again to stop and save. You want to take an 8 megapixel still photo, click the pivot switch backwards, you've taken a photo. We can toggle through by holding it down. We're at 720p at 60 frames per second. I hold it down again, but I'm at 720p at 30 frames per second. I'm now at 1080p at 30 frames per second. We've got 4 focus settings. We've got not only fixed as an option, we've got macro, we've got auto, and we've got continuous focus. So this right here, come standard micro USB cable, come over here. Shows up as a standard drive on your computer, PC, Mac. We have video mode where you can change resolutions here as well. We've got exposure settings, time, date stamp. It is shipping in mid-May.
What price point do you expect?
It's at $349.